In the previous video, we have discussed about various sources of borrowed funds, in which we have discussed many sources like lease financing and others. Today we'll discuss about commercial paper. Commercial paper is a source of short-term finance having maturity period between 90 days to 364 days. The commercial paper was introduced in our country for the first time in 1990. Commercial paper is an unsecured promissory note issued by a firm to raise funds for a short period. It is purchased by other business firms, commercial banks, insurance companies and pension funds. As it is an unsecured instrument, it is issued only by firms having good credit rating. Commercial paper is regulated by the Reserve Bank of India. So what we have understood here is commercial paper is a short-term source of finance issued by firms which have good credit rating and good market reputation. Also, the commercial paper has a maturity period of 90 days to 364 days, means it is issued for generally 3 months to 12 months. The commercial paper was introduced in the country for the first time in 1990. It is an unsecured promissory note. The rate of this type of notes issuing, the rate of issuing of commercial paper is generally lower than the cost of borrowing from commercial banks. Also, it is unsecured in nature. There are no securities or assets attached against it. Let us see the merits of commercial paper. Number 1. A commercial paper is an unsecured promissory note. Hence, there is no charge on the assets of the company. Since it is unsecured in nature, so there are no charge on any assets of the company. Being freely transferable, the instrument commercial paper has high liquidity. Since it is freely transferable, there are very less legal restrictions on the transfer. So, it has very high liquidity. The cost of issuing commercial paper is lower than the cost of borrowing from the commercial banks. It is a continuous source of funds as its maturity can be changed as per the needs of the company. Its maturity can be reduced and it is a continuous source of fund. Also, one commercial paper can be repaid by selling new commercial papers. If a firm needs to repay the previous commercial paper, it can issue new commercial papers, raise funds and repay the previous one. Companies can invest their excess funds in commercial papers and can earn a good amount of return. Also, the companies which have excess funds with them in hand, they can issue the funds in commercial papers and can earn a good amount of return. There are also some demerits of commercial paper. Let us see them. Number 1. Only financially sound firms with good reputation can issue the security. New and moderately rated firms cannot raise funds by this method. Next is the amount of funds that can be raised through commercial paper is very limited. Also, it is an impersonal method of financing, so maturity cannot be extended. If a firm is not in a position to redeem its paper, if a firm is not in a position to repay the amount to the commercial paper holders, its maturity cannot be extended. So, it is also a demerit for the commercial paper holders and the firms. Now, let us see the factors that affect the choice of source of funds. What are the factors that decide or that affect the choice of the source of funds? Number 1, cost. While deciding the source of finance, the business should consider the cost of acquiring and the return that it needs to pay to the provider of such loan. For example, raising funds, printing a prospectus, underwriting commission, cost of advertising, the cost involved in using the funds, interest paid, loans, dividend paid on shares. So this type of cost should be decided and taken into consideration while making the choice of the source of finance. Next is financial strength and stability of operation. Also, if a firm borrows money from debt sources or it raises debt finance, then the firm must be financially very sound and it must have stability of the operations, because if the earnings are stable, then only it can use more borrowed funds as it needs to pay more interest on the borrowed funds. So, with high earning and stable earnings, the firm can get finance through borrowed funds or debt funds. Form of organization and legal status. The form and legal status of the company also decides the choice of the source of funds. For example, only a company can issue shares and debentures, not the partnership firms, cooperative societies or proprietorship firms. So, there are restrictions on the issue of different types of securities by different forms of business. Next is purpose and time period. Also, what is the purpose of that finance and what is the time period for that the finance is needed also decides or also has an effect on the choice of the source of funds. For example, if funds are needed for a short-term purpose, then trade credit, loan from commercial organizations, factoring, commercial papers, this type of sources come into play. When you need funds for a long-term period, we need to issue shares or debentures or take loan from financial institutions or commercial banks, lease financing. So this type of sources come into action when we need funds for a long-term period. Also, the purpose is from the funds decide the sources of funds. Next is the risk involved. What is the risk involved in issuing shares or debentures? That also decides the source of funds. Next is the control. Also, issue of equity share dilutes the control of the business, while issue of debentures or taking loan from commercial organization does not dilute, because it does not provide any voting right to the lender. So control is also an important factor while deciding the source of funds. Next is tax benefit. The interest paid on debentures and loan is tax deductible. Means, first of all, you can pay interest, you can deduct interest from your profit, whatever interest you need to pay to the debenture holders or the banks. Then thereafter we need to pay tax on the profit remaining, so it has tax benefits. Next is flexibility. Also, flexibility of borrowing fund is important. For example, if I am going to obtain the loan from a financial institution or a bank, the bank may put certain restrictions on that use of funds or the procurement of funds by me. So the flexibility of the source of finance is also very important while deciding the proper source of finance. Next is effect on credit worthiness. What will be the effect on credit worthiness is also an important factor. Like issue of equity shares and preference shares increases the credit worthiness of the business, enhances it, whereas the issue of debentures may affect it adversely. So these are also very important while deciding the source of finance. Next we'll see the merits and demerits of debentures and bonds. The merits of debentures are suitable for safe investors, as there are a fixed amount of return, fixed amount of interest is payable, so it is suitable for the safe investors. Next is no loss on control. Also, the company don't need to lose its control because the debenture holders don't get any voting rights or they cannot take part